Right, hello there, welcome to the show. Or, well, not show, but this show, which I'm guest hosting from my dimly lit void of contractual obligations. Tonight we're diving headfirst into a topic that is, to put it mildly, complicated. We're talking about polygamy. Specifically, let's take a look at how polygamy is treated across Oceania. Now, you might be thinking, Oceania, isn't that just Australia and a bunch of delightful islands I've seen on a screensaver? And yes, you're not entirely wrong, but it's also a vast, incredibly diverse region of the world, a veritable tapestry of cultures, traditions, and, as it turns out, wildly different approaches to saying I do, and possibly I do again. So, buckle up, because this is not going to be simple. We're about to embark on a legal and cultural tour of a region where the answer to, is this allowed, is often a resounding, well, it depends. The laws and practices surrounding polygamy can vary widely between countries, sometimes even within them. One nation's criminal offence is another's customary practice, and a third's legal code might just stare back at you with a blank, unhelpful expression. It's a journey through legal frameworks that range from explicit prohibition to a sort of don't ask, don't tell, but maybe we'll recognise it for tax purposes situation. Think of it like a family reunion where everyone has a different opinion on the potato salad. Except here, the potato salad is the fundamental structure of marriage, and getting it wrong could have serious legal consequences. We'll be navigating a sea of colonial-era statutes, customary laws that have existed for centuries, and a surprising amount of just silence. So grab your pith helmet and a law degree, or at least a healthy dose of curiosity, because this is going to be a fascinating and frankly slightly bewildering trip. Let's get into it. Right, let's start with the big one, Australia. Here, you absolutely cannot perform a new polygamous marriage. Trying to do so is a big, legally binding nope. And now to Fiji, a beautiful island nation where, regarding polygamy laws, the official information available is, well, there isn't any. It's a complete legislative mystery box. What are their laws on polygamy, you ask? A fantastic question, to which the universe and their legal code provides absolutely no specific answer. Next up, the Marshall Islands. Surely they have a clear stance? Nope. Once again, we are met with a deafening silence. It's the legal equivalent of being ghosted. The Federated States of Micronesia, 4 states, countless islands, and, precisely 0 easily accessible pieces of information on their polygamy laws. It's impressively, consistently vague. Let's visit Nauru, the 3rd smallest country in the world. You'd think with less space, things would be clearer. You would be wrong. No specific polygamy laws here either. New Zealand. Much like Australia, you can't get polygamously married there. But if you did it legally elsewhere, they might just say, all right then, and recognise it. And we're off to Palau's Rock Islands, a stunning UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its polygamy laws, however, not a UNESCO World Heritage Site, because we can't find them. Papua New Guinea, one of the most culturally diverse countries on Earth. It is a land of rich traditions, but specific codified national laws on polygamy, apparently not one of them. So what does its Marriage Act say about polygamy? Honestly, we genuinely do not know. The information simply isn't available and, well, it's a true legal black hole. The Kingdom of Tonga, the only remaining indigenous monarchy in the Pacific. And, you know, on the subject of polygamy, the kingdom remains regally, frustratingly silent. There's just no information to be found. Tuvalu, a nation famously threatened by rising sea levels. Its legal code on polygamy seems to be similarly submerged, as no specific information has surfaced. Honestly, it's all underwater. Finally, Vanuatu, a nation of active volcanoes and incredible diving. So, is its legal code on polygamy equally explosive? Nope. It's dormant. There's no specific information available. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of matrimonial law in Oceania. As you can see, polygamy laws in this part of the world are a spectacular mess. They range from the strict, clear prohibitions you see in Australia and New Zealand to their slightly confusing cousin, the limited recognition of foreign unions. And then, for the vast majority of nations we looked at, a great big informational abyss. For a dozen countries, the answer to a fundamental legal question is basically a digital shrug emoji. It's a landscape of legislative black holes and historical footnotes. This highlights a fascinating, if deeply unhelpful, reality. What is codified in law and what is practiced in culture can be two very different things. The absence of a law isn't an endorsement, and the presence of one doesn't always stop a tradition. The key takeaway here is that this is not a simple issue with a simple answer. It is a complex interplay of colonial history, indigenous custom, and modern legislation, or honestly, the glaring lack thereof. Frankly, it's less of a legal framework and more of a legal Jenga tower where half the blocks are missing and the other half are invisible. Therefore, and this is the most important point of this entire video, if you are genuinely curious about this for any reason, whether academic, personal, or you're just planning a very, very complicated destination wedding, you absolutely must do your own homework. We are entertainers on the internet. We are not your lawyers. Laws change and local interpretations matter immensely. So please, I'm begging you, check the most current local laws in the specific country you're interested in. Don't base any life decisions on a man who just described a legal system as an informational abyss. Be smart, be safe, and maybe stick to one spouse. It just seems so much easier.